The company dinner was supposed to be a celebration. A reward for long hours, missed weekends, and deadlines that nearly broke us. The ballroom shimmered with polished glassware and soft golden lights, the kind that make everything feel more successful than it really is. Men in tailored suits, women in elegant dresses, all smiling like nothing in their lives was falling apart. My wife, Laura, stood beside me, her arm lightly hooked through mine. She looked beautiful. That was the cruel part. Her black dress hugged her perfectly, her hair styled the way I liked, her smile warm and effortless. If anyone looked at us, they'd see a solid couple. Married for 7 years. Stable. Happy. I believed that too. Or maybe I needed to. The CEO clinked his glass and began his speech. Applause followed. I sipped my drink and leaned toward Laura. Long night, I whispered. She nodded, but didn't look at me. Her eyes drifted across the room, stopping for just a fraction of a second too long on someone near the back. I didn't notice at the time. I wish I had. Dinner was served. Laughter rose. The band played soft music. Everything felt normal. Until the envelope. The HR director stepped up to the microphone, smiling too hard. Before dessert, we have a little surprise, she said. A recognition moment. Something special. A few people clapped. She continued, this year, we're honoring transparency, teamwork, and integrity. The word integrity made Laura stiffen. I felt it. Please welcome Mark Reynolds. My stomach dropped. Mark was one of our senior managers. Charismatic. Confident. The kind of guy people trusted instantly. The kind of guy wives laughed a little too hard around. Mark walked up, straightened his tie, and smiled at the crowd. Thank you, he said. I didn't prepare a speech, but I want to say this company changed my life. He paused, scanning the room. Then his eyes landed on Laura. And he smiled differently. Small. Personal. My chest tightened. I also met someone here, Mark continued. Someone who showed me what honesty really means. A murmur spread through the room. I turned to Laura. Her face had gone pale. Mark reached into his pocket. I was told tonight was about transparency, he said. So I guess there's no better time. He pulled out his phone. I was advised not to do this, he added, but I can't keep lying. The screen behind him lit up. A photo appeared. Laura. In a hotel mirror. Wearing the same necklace she'd worn on our anniversary. Her reflection wrapped in someone else's arms. The room went silent. You could hear forks hit plates. Someone gasped. Someone whispered my name. I didn't move. I couldn't. Laura's hand slipped from my arm like it no longer belonged there. Mark cleared his throat. Laura and I have been seeing each other for almost a year. A year. My heartbeat roared in my ears. I didn't know she was married at first, he said quickly. And when I found out, it was complicated. That word again. Complicated. I turned to her slowly. Her eyes were wet, but she didn't deny it. Every face in the room was turned toward us now. Coworkers. Friends. People we'd invited into our home. I felt exposed. Stripped. Is this true? I asked. My voice sounded calm. Detached. Like it belonged to someone else. Laura swallowed. Yes. Just one word. And everything collapsed. I was going to tell you, she whispered. When? I asked. After another year? Another lie? She opened her mouth, then closed it. Mark stepped forward. This wasn't supposed to happen like this. I laughed. A short, broken sound. Funny, I said. That's exactly how betrayal works. The CEO stood up, furious. HR was already whispering urgently near the stage. But none of it mattered. The damage was done. People stared openly now. No pretending. No politeness. Laura reached for me. I stepped back. "Don't," I said. "Not here. Not now." Tears streamed down her face. "I never stopped loving you." I looked at her and realized something terrifying. I believed she believed that. "And yet," I said quietly, "you still chose him." Mark lowered his head. "I didn't mean to hurt." "Stop," I snapped. "You don't get to speak anymore." Silence fell again. I grabbed my jacket from the back of the chair. That's when Laura said it. The thing that changed everything. "I'm pregnant." The room erupted. Gasps. Shocked whispers. Someone dropped a glass. My knees nearly buckled. I stared at her. "What?" She cried harder now. "I didn't know how to tell you." I turned slowly toward Mark. He looked just as stunned. "It might be yours," she said to me desperately. "I don't know." Might. The word crushed me. I backed away, shaking my head. No. No, this is where I stop. I walked toward the exit as people parted like I was radioactive. Behind me, Laura called my name. I didn't turn. Outside, the night air hit me like ice. My reflection stared back at me from the glass doors, someone older, broken, hollowed out in a single evening. Inside, they'd keep talking. By tomorrow, the story would spread. By next week, lawyers would be involved. But in that moment, standing alone under the cold lights of the parking lot, I understood the truth no one ever warned you about. Sometimes, you don't lose your marriage slowly. Sometimes, it explodes in public. And sometimes, the people who hurt you the most look exactly like the ones you trusted with everything.